Hey guys, and welcome. I am the Seven Swords, and we are back. We had just destroyed the skull of corruption with the help of Arendor, who is also known as Casimir, apparently. Um, Sarah did consider helping Vermina there at the end. She didn't realize it was Vermina. She thought maybe it was Mara talking to her. So she was going to stop him. And then when she said Vermina commands it, that was kind of like the point that Sarah was like, no, um, I shouldn't do this. He should destroy the skull and be done with it.
Forgive me if I don't appear relieved. This temple has taken its toll on me.
Are you going to be all right?
In time, I believe I will. I'd constructed a meager shrine to Mara in the antechamber where we entered. My intention was to spend the rest of my years here, burying the past and praying for forgiveness. But instead, I wish to offer my services to you. If you ever wish to journey with me, I'll be here.
Thank you, Arendor. I appreciate that.
There's no need to thank me. What you did was for the people of Dawnstar. If anyone should be thanked, it should be you.
And with that, that quest is over. I wish we could have finished it a little sooner, but this is the timing every once in a while. I could probably do a lot better to cut these episodes from the start of a mission to the end of a mission instead of having to do it the way we did it. But like I said, one of the thought processes I had there was possibly betraying Arendor and taking the skull, basically having it be that she believed it not to be Vermina, she believed it to be someone else, and she was going to take the skull. After realizing that it was Vermina, she was going to feel bad about it, but knowing that there was nothing she could do to change the past now, she was going to go about her life trying to um, control the skull and deal with its corruption. Um, Obviously, that would not have worked. Eventually, she would have been corrupted by the skull, and I would have had the skull be getting to her eventually. We have a little bit too much weight. Um, let's go ahead and pop the Ring of Ancients on. We'll head back to Dawnstar and then head to um, Clockwork Castle. Um, he does offer his services. I don't think she'll take him up on that offer. Um, me personally, it's because of the fact that ooh, a shrine of Vermina. A little bit of gold for you. Vermina is the weaver of the panoply and the terrifying prince of nightmares and evil omens. Illusion spells work on higher level targets. Witness the death of those around under your mind afflicting spells. Kill people in their sleep. Sleep to prey. Those skilled in illusion are most deserving of my favor. I'm guessing that means that she's going to have the blessing of Vermina, which is probably going to give her Fortify Illusion. It does. I am tempted to eventually play a priestess of Vermina. Have someone who comes along and comes here, and this is like one of the first quests they do, and they end up falling for Vermina. I am going to strip all of the disciples of Vermina, mostly just because of the fact that they all have ingredients, their robes, a couple of other things. Um, but yeah, the main reason I ended up deciding not to um, have him not kill him is because I didn't want to um, deal with the possibility of. I don't think Sarah would have. I think that if Vermina hadn't said Vermina commands it, she wouldn't have done it. She would have done it. She would have stopped him and then regretted it. But Vermina showed her hand a little too early and said Vermina commands it, and she chose not to fall to another Daedric prince. She's a follower of Magnus. She's devoted to Magnus, um, and I believe that was the main reason why she ended up choosing not to give in. I do like the idea of playing a person who's a devotee to Vermina. Um, Mostly just because of the fact that I like illusion spells, and I think that would be kind of cool. I'm interested that this is called the Tower of the Dawn, and I'm wondering if it has something to do with Dawn Guard and stuff like that, or if it's just because it's near Dawnstar. Thank you for your help, Lady Mara. I appreciate the help of your priest and the clarity you gave me. Mara is the divine mother of agriculture, fertility, and comparison, and mother cat to the Khajiit. Pray to remove diseases and poisons, be married, and a whole bunch of other stuff. She's not going to do that, obviously. I wonder if he's an option to give. I wonder if you could marry him. I don't normally keep him around because of I normally take the Skull of Corruption. I very rarely will let him destroy it. But one of the reasons why I didn't want to take the Skull of Corruption in this one, like I said before, is it doesn't make a lot of sense for Sarah to kill him. If she could somehow convince him not to destroy the skull, like there was an option where we could have been like, hey, don't destroy the skull. They might be right. It might be important, but he doesn't listen to you. He's automatically going to destroy it. He automatically attempts to destroy it. So, we're not going to get all of the Daedric artifacts, obviously, since we just lost that one. But I don't think Sarah would fall for Vermina's trick. And the Skull of Corruption is not actually that great of a weapon. It's actually quite useless. If Sarah was more into collecting Daedric artifacts still, she probably would have.
Vampires attacked the Hall of the Vigilant, burned it to the ground. Never heard of vampires doing anything like that before.
That's true. He's right. That doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, let's go to the hall. Let's go see it for ourselves. Don't really have a reason for doing this. Her going to the Hall of the Vigil is probably not necessary. Also, we should go to Clockwork Castle. We're probably gonna have this as a cleanser episode. I'm probably not going to do much. We might go look for pieces of the razor. We might look into something else. We might go to another of the ritual destruction spells. But we're not going to do anything super big. We're definitely not going to get all of Mehrunes' razor today. I don't think 45 minutes would be long enough. Alright, let's see. First, let's put away anything that is a weapon or let's put anything that's a weapon or armor. We're also going to put the bone knife in here because we don't need that anymore because we have the steel knife. Put the amulet in there, put the boots in there, the elven shield, all of these monk boots, all of these robes. I'm going to put the wedding dress in here finally. I keep meaning to put this away and keep forgetting. We can keep that stuff. Go ahead and put all of these ingredients in here. I do want to go back to the college. We might head back to the college. We're not going to head to the. I think we've been back to the vigils, the Hall of the Vigil, and I don't think there was much to be gained there, anyways. And I'm pretty sure there's not because of the fact that I'm pretty sure it's just. I need to grab the book again because I just put the book in here. Grab it in a second. Alright, let's grab the book back out. P, so... Oop. Have it? Yes, I do. Never mind. And then we can go ahead and send that to the mage's study. And then the other question is, do I have any, for one, do I have any excess food? It looks like we might. And put that in there. Put that in there. That in there. And we'll put that in there. Go ahead and send that. No, crap. I really hope I didn't just do what I think I just did. If so, I have to go all the way to the mage's study. I did. Alright, I'll be right back. I have to go back to the mage's study. We're probably going to be going to Winterhold when we get back, because we're going to be going there to turn in the soul gems. So I will see you guys when we are leaving to head to Winterhold. Alright, and we are back. I got the Power of the Elements book from the mage's quarters. I just realized we might not even be able to do this, because I wonder if it put the soul gems away as well. And it did. That's annoying. Alright, that's annoying, but us is a problem, but that's fine. We'll turn on Pieces of the Past. And to do that one. Or a Jurgen Windcaller, which we could also do. Let's see. The razors are in there. Pummel is in Dead Rock Cove, it's way over there. And the blade shards are over here in Cracked Tusk Keep. I think what we will do is we will head to... Let's head back to... Like I said, this is gonna be a filler episode. We're gonna head back to the Clockwork Tower, the Clockwork Castle, and I'm gonna grab the soul gems for what's his face, guy that does the enchanting, and we're then going to go to give them to him, and then maybe ask him for another job, maybe not. I do know the two other people who train in enchanting who can get me a higher level enchanting. Problem is, one of them is on Solstheim, which I don't feel like going to just yet, and the other one is on... wrong one. The other one is in Markarth, but I have to go through an entire quest to get to her to allow me to learn from her, so I am unlikely to want to go down that route just yet. Let's go in here real quick. I did notice I put a lot of stuff in here, that I accidentally sent stuff to here that was not related to this, but it's fine. Of the Grand Soul Gems. I know he wanted 5 Soul Gems. I don't remember which 5. So I just grabbed 3 of the most likely Soul Gems types and grabbed 5 of each of them. I could have grabbed more, but I feel like it's... I think he only wanted 5 of something, and I think it was only 5 of either the Common, the Grand, or the Greater. And, if he ended up wanting something else, we could always just go to Clockwork again. Like I said, this is mostly just a filler episode to kind of give us the end of the Vermina quest line and give us a chance to breathe before moving on to the next one. Um, I'm beginning to determine what I might do for um, the quests. And what we might do is we might go to Aventus Aretino in the next episode and ask him about and see if he's the one who's putting the hit on us. The Dark Brotherhood is attacking us. So we think maybe Aventus Aretino is performing the Black Sacrament to have us killed. Um, her curiosity will then take her from there. But I am also hoping that it's going to end up being something that can be done. We're also going to be looking to see if we can find that guy we were doing all those quests for involving the Dwemer to see if maybe he's ready to do the next part of his quest. I know it unlocks eventually, and we're close to the end of it, and I'd like to finish that quest. Let's see.
The Eye of Magnus, here but lost. I wonder what we could have done with the eye, had it been put to better use. I shall
train me in
explain to
illusion
you
magic?
the mysteries of the Outer Realms.
I'm tempted to do this because the fact that we are close to um, getting a relatively useful bit.
Take a look.
See what he's got for sale real quick. I might ask him if there's any college business that we can handle. Ebony flesh. I don't think we need any of these. Doesn't look like it. Is there any college business that you can use
There
this
may be
with?
a matter in which your skills could be useful. The various points of focus for magic energies around the college have become polluted and need cleansing.
Sure, I'll
Very
help.
well. These specially enchanted gloves will allow you to delve directly into the focal points for these energies. Go to each focal point and remove whatever impurities you may find there. Return the gloves to me when you have finished. Please exercise caution. This is not a procedure without possible consequences.
Sure. I don't actually know what the possible consequences of this are. I've done this quest a couple of times and don't usually have any issues. I wonder if it's because you need that. I wonder if it's if you don't wear the gloves. Where's the gloves at? Here they are.
Well,
That's actually. We're gonna go ahead and do a quick save real quick. Yeah, I need the gloves to do this, which is fine. Yep, cleans that one. We're basically just plucking out the impurities that have built up. They come out as soul gems, so I wonder if that's how soul gems are normally created, is like these wells of energy. Do I have this as a miscellaneous quest? Yes. We're gonna go ahead and mark that. Go ahead and return to him. And then we'll go back to looking for what's the guy that we were looking for earlier. I did want to help him though. I do like this professor. I like illusion magic. I just wish that there was more of
I
it that
wonder
I
what
could
we
learn.
could have done with the eye, had it been put to better use.
I have cleansed the focal points.
Yes, they have. I can feel the difference already. But, of course, I'm far more in tune with these sorts of things than most. Thank you. I appreciate your assistance.
And he took the gloves back. I kind of wish he could keep the gloves. I think they're pretty interesting. Riddle. Let's head upstairs. The guy we're looking for might be up here. Or he might be in the other sleeping quarters. Be here. Be here. Here. is Carlos Monis, which I believe is the um, research specialist.
Divines bless you. May the ground you walk quake as you pass.
Have you unraveled the mysteries of the dwarves yet?
No, and at this rate, I never shall. Enther is once again holding out on me. He refuses to deliver yet another item absolutely essential to my work. I am close, so close. You must force him to see reason.
Sure.
All right. Then.
This boy is getting on my nerves. I know we can't expel him, but it'd be nice if we could get him to see the reason of if he is going to continue his actions in the school the way he is. As Archmage, I could expel him if he doesn't stop harassing people so much. Somewhere in the city. Probably checking in on a delivery or something. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt. It may just be a misunderstanding or something that I can deal with in my own.
I'm quite pleased
Hello,
that we're back
Anerith.
to business as usual. There's certainly nothing illicit going on here, Archmage. You can be quite sure of that.
Uh-huh. Something to Aranel says you're holding out on him.
Oh, by the divines, you too? I've already told him I don't have it.
What kind of payment is it this time, Aaron? I'm willing to work with you.
Nothing at all. Arniel already overpaid for whatever it is. You're not listening to me. I don't have it. I set up the whole deal. A courier was supposed to be bringing it from Morrowind. He never arrived. Okay? The deal was already done. The thing just never showed up. I can't help that.
Where was the courier supposed to be?
I don't know. Are you not listening at all? It was a simple task, so I didn't keep close tabs on it, like I do with the dangerous. Last I'd heard, he was crossing the border from Morrowind into the Rift. If you're getting involved in this, that would be where you'd start looking. Why is this suddenly so important, anyway?
Do you know what it is that he wanted you to get?
I don't know. He never told me. He made most of the arrangements himself. He just needed it transported from Morrowind. That's what I agreed to help with. If I'd known it was so important to him, I'd have charged him more. Till next time.
Well, it's not really his fault. Where the heck could it be? It's a very large area. We gotta get a quest marker of where it is. Sarah probably cast some kind of location spell to find it. Clairvoyance probably would be a big help. We will be heading to the Rift, though, to deal with that. That is now our current goal. Getting the shards of Mehrunes Razor is on the list, but we need to get the... we are interested in this because it does have something to do with the dwarves. And when she finds out what this is, her interest will be piqued even greater. Even though she won't realize what it is when she has it. Because she doesn't know much about the dwarves herself. She knows a little bit, not a lot. But what we're about to gain is an item of great importance. And will have some effect on her story. This has been a latchkey in her story for a while. One that I was not entirely sure if I was going to keep as part of the story, but I think it's important enough to be considered. There's another item we're going to need eventually, but this is one of great importance. So, she will be obtaining it. Like I said, she probably comes here and casts clairvoyance. Should lead her to what she is looking for. If we go ahead and turn this off and this off, and we turn this one off, we do want to find the ring in eventually, which I'm guessing it's somewhere. It's up here. Eh. That's not far from Dawnstar, but not far from Riften, not far from Windhelm. We probably go to not Riften, Whiterun. We'll probably go to Whiterun and grab that, and then head up to Dawnstar to return the ring, and then maybe bring this item back to him, depending on what I decide. Go ahead and turn that one off, though, so that clairvoyance doesn't get confused. Clairvoyance is probably the only way I'd be able to do this without the quest markers, but constantly casting it is annoying. Close. I don't feel like butchering it. Do have the goal of finishing this quest relatively quickly. Well, I don't want to loot the bears, because I don't want to go about butchering them right now. I will grab the Spriggan. Interesting. Here's the courier. Dagger. Interesting. Oh. That the material that the Arbiter was guarding? Mortal wound added. What the flip did I just do? Is that like a spell or something? LM. Mantle of Magicka. Was it an item that is? Was that? Mortal wound added. It keeps adding it every time I put it on, so what the heck is it? Magicka. Interesting. I also realized the gift of gab came from the College of the Bard's College in Solitude. Huh. Strange. Odd little piece. Definitely looks like the material that the Arbiter was guarding. Interesting. For those who know what that is, they may understand the importance of it. Not entirely sure what the mortal wound is all about. I think it's supposed to be giving me a negative effect of like, wait, am I being hurt every time I equipped it? Let's check. Let's see, we're at 120 right now. If I equipped this dagger, 115. So it's definitely doing something. I just don't know if it's... Give me one moment to see if I can figure this out. Alright, did some poking around on the internet. Turns out Mortal Wound is just, it lowers my health. I don't know if it damages my health or if it's something that's like it lowers my maximum health. I think it lowers my maximum health, but apparently it doesn't show up in the thing. Now I re-heal every time it does. It just lowers my health by 5. The way I see Sarah kind of seeing it is whenever she equips Keening, it causes it to she like feels burdened by it and it hurts, and she feels like she should unequip it. I will talk more on what Keening is once we finish this, but we are going to be finishing this today. We're going to be traveling back because I think we get to keep Keening. If not, I'm going to be upset because I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure we normally keep Keening. But we're going to finish this today so that I can talk more about it on what Keening is. But let's head back to there. She is going to do a couple of things now that she has Keening, once she realizes what it is. She does have a few ideas that she wants to do with it, but she's planning on just telling the guy once he's done with it, she wants it back so that she can experiment with it, because she does recognize the material as what the Arbiter was guarding, and she's wondering if the material is the same, and she's wondering if she can utilize the material for something. We're going to head up the stairs. Speak with him. He's got that weird
Perhaps
gem.
we can go another few decades. Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice.
I have the dagger you wanted.
The dagger? Duh! By Akatosh, they didn't even wrap it correctly. You didn't touch it, did you? Well, no. Of course you must have. Did you attempt to wield it? And you're not dead? Gods, it's a wonder it's in one piece.
What's the big deal about this dagger? It's definitely something of interest to me now.
This is not just a dagger. This is a dwarven artifact beyond nearly all value. A singular instrument of immense power. A tool of impossible import. Keening and its counterpart Sunder. Used by the tonal architects of the Dwemer to tap into the heart of Lorcan.
Wait. That? You have everything you need now, though, right?
I do. I do indeed. Keening, one of the great tools of Kagranak himself, is finally in my possession. I don't think I really believed this day would come.
What do we do next? What comes after this?
Now we see whether my theories are correct. I apologize if I have not been clear about my work. I didn't want to discuss it for fear this moment might never come. Everyone knows the dwarves disappeared. No one knows why. This little experiment is a first step in recreating the events of their disappearance in an effort to unravel that mystery. Lacking the heart of a dead god, I'm substituting the crystal you helped craft in its place. I also lack Sunder, the counterpart to the dagger Keening. I am reasonably confident, however, that this will still work. I certainly don't expect it to have quite the same results. I'm no tonal architect, of course. Well, I suppose it's time, isn't it? Let's see what happens. You may want to stand back a step or two. But please, don't leave. You've been instrumental in this process. I'd like you to see the results firsthand. Right then. That didn't really do anything, did it?
Not really.
Perhaps a little harder. I don't understand. This should produce some notable effect. Work, damn you!
Buddy, you shouldn't get so upset. Meaning, Warped Soul Gem. Huh. Hurt anymore. Where did he happened? Probably shouldn't. Magnus and Akatosh protect me, but I am curious. Odd. But I feel something. Something inside of me. Something new. Turn. Come forth. Huh. You. Huh. What an odd effect. What a bizarrely odd effect. Hmm. No idea how to feel about this. I have his shade. He seems unable to talk. See? Alright. With that, that quest is complete. Arniel is now a shade that we can summon. And we now have the dagger Keening. Oh. What the? Interesting. But so so a bit of information about what Keening is and why this is a linchpin for Sarah. Keening was an artifact used by the Dwemer in Red Mountain to tap into the heart of Lorcan, the heart of one of the dead gods, one of the most notorious gods, and we've talked about Lorcan before. Now, why it's important to her and what purpose it serves in her story. Um, Sarah will most likely be using Keening and several other artifacts that she obtains in her quest to eventually attempt something. Her mind is slowly working its way towards it, but she needs more artifacts. She needs more things, which is one reason why she is collecting them. Um, but that is something that will be in the far-flung future. Um, if you guys have been enjoying the episodes, please, please, please hit those like buttons. It does help encourage me to make more content. It does help me know that the content is being enjoyed. Um, it does help encourage me to keep the series going. Um, if you guys have any questions about what's going on, anything I'm doing, or any suggestions, please leave those in the comment section. I attempt to read all the comments. I don't like bringing this up in every episode because I don't feel like I want to feel like I'm begging for comments and likes or for subscriptions. Which, if you like my content, please hit that subscribe button and keep up to date on what's going on. Um, Sarah has a very powerful and legendary tool in her inventory. She has Keening. We will most likely be keeping Keening in our inventory. She most likely will not want to let go of this thing anytime soon. Um, as far as what she will be doing with it, like I said, we have a long way to go before we will be discussing that particular bit of information. But for now, just understand um, this is an item that will definitely have a lot of influence in her future. But for now, I've been the Seven Swords. This has been Sarah, and this has been Sarah's journey through Skyrim. I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.